A coalition of BC health experts says the time has come to decriminalize pot. They say efforts to quash the marijuana trade have failed, and the drug is stronger and cheaper than ever. As Shahid Devji reports, some of the province's top doctors support the call for regulating pot.
Welcome to 420, everybody!
Illegal as it may be, it's a popular pastime, and it fuels a massive underground industry in BC.
I think we're approaching that critical mass where the public is way ahead of the politicians on this.
A new report released by a BC coalition of experts calling for regulation of pot says anti-marijuana enforcement isn't effective.
More arrests does not translate to decreased availability of cannabis. In fact, cannabis has remained universally available to young people.
Stronger and cheaper than ever, too. Proof, they say, the laws are not working and only strengthen the drug trade.
We appreciate the Stop the Violence initiative because it's one of a growing number of voices that are all saying the same thing.
Dr. John Carsley speaks for the Health Officers Council of BC, which says regulating and taxing marijuana, much like tobacco, is the solution.
I think what you need probably is in each province for the provincial politicians to start to take up this discourse.
It's not a priority right now.
Why is that?
Well, because I think, we're in the midst of a worldwide economic crisis.
And from federal leaders, much of the same.
This is a subject that has been debated for a very long time. It continues to be debated, but it's not in our plans to change the laws.
But last month, 4 former mayors and Vancouver's current boss spoke out.
Federal government would do us all a favor by taxing and regulating marijuana and making sure that we have another source of revenue.
Adding to the growing list of high-profile professionals joining the cause.
I think that really puts a lot of pressure on all of British Columbia's leaders to look at what we're saying and say, we have to really have some reasoned conversation about this.
Shahid Devji, CTV News, Vancouver.
Meanwhile, those who grow marijuana legally and illegally are being warned about an increasing number of violent robberies in Mission. Mounties say gangsters are targeting all types of grow ops in Mission, and out of 32 robberies this year, 10 of them involved violence. Some victims even had their legs broken.
They've actually broken into residences and they've bound the people up with either duct tape or zap straps, and in a lot of cases they've actually brought in weapons, which is either guns or machetes or swords, in order to threaten the individuals.
Mounties say both licensed and criminal marijuana growers are afraid to report the robberies for fear of losing their crops. They're asking the public to be on the lookout for any suspicious activity near homes or buildings.